Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today's video is a deck profile on Michelangelo Wildcard. I had a community member ask for me to kind of go over a deck or whatnot. This character was very, very difficult to build for, just because the response is so keyword gated, and we want to try to stay on the keywords to get benefits off of it. But then we kind of ran into a problem where it was just like the attacks weren't good enough, but we kind of just worked around it. We added some attack or two that didn't have a keyword or two, but we really kind of built around this pizza sub theme. Kind of like, it's almost like a Michelangelo theme deck, but man, I really hope in the future maybe we get some. I doubt we'll get pizza cards unless we get another turtle set. But we really definitely need some better kicks and punches on these two symbols. Man, Michelangelo would have went wild back in MHA set 1 days, though, I can tell you that right now. The real benefit to playing him is that enhance, rivals turn commit, add one ready foundation from each player's stage to their hand. You can just target, pick up something out of their stage. And then maybe add something like an extra cheese to your hand, and pitch it to a latent skill to rebuild it. But it's very, very it's very weird. His stat line's not bad. 723 is pretty good. It's just the fact that his character is so, like, if it would have said your next attack, or even like it said like your next weapon attack or whatever, anything other than these three, just because kicks and punches aren't that prevalent on these symbols, and the pizza is just a turtles thing. But we kind of made do with what we could, and just go ahead and get into the deck. Let's go to attacks. We got 20 attacks. We did start out with increased velocity, which is a kick. It's a 4 difficulty, 3 check, 5 mid for 3 with a +2 mid block. Blitz. This attack gets +1 speed and 1 damage for each other attack with printed 5 speed or greater. Printed speed 5 or greater in the card pool, and in response, after your rival plays it of responsibility during this attack, ready one foundation that has not been readied this combat phase. Issue is, on plays, this doesn't, like, I don't know if that, because it's technically on play, the attack is not, it's not really, on play responses aren't during the attack. So, yeah, I don't know. Unless someone, like, you get a damage bonus, they respawn, something else. But we did try to stick with the 5 speed or greater theme, and so that's why it was hard to build the deck, but I tried to make it as, I don't know, as, not utility based, but just as focused as possible on this 5 speed theme. We got 2 copies of Going Out, 5 difficulty, 3 check, 5 low, 5, 1 low block. Ally Fury Pizza. Response after this attack deals damage. Your next attack gets +2 speed and 1 damage. This allows you to carry stats if you're able to hit with it. Michelangelo puts 3 speed on it, so it's an 8 low 5 plus if you can put some damage on it. I think the real issue with the deck is scaling heights in the foundation base is really your only damage. Like, there's no powerful, no EX. Well, there's no powerful, there's no incremental damage outside of Web of Blades if someone minuses your damage. So, this deck could struggle into DR. We got 4 copies of Shell Shocked, 5 difficulty, 3 check, 2 high block, 5 high 5, stun 2. It's Keiko's Aid on an attack. After you block with this card, your rival's next attack gets +2 difficulty. It's just a good, decent attack where, we get a null block trick. We got stun 2, so it gives us some pseudo speed. It does not have Michelangelo keywords, but it's just good enough to run, especially with that back alley haymaker-esque type stat line. And of course, we're running an air deck, so we're playing 4 copies of Sweeping Daggers, 4 difficulty, 3 check, 1 mid block, 5 mid for 4, Fury Weapon. Blitz, remove 1 attack from your rival's discard pile. We gain all keyword abilities, keyword ratings printed on the card. And then we can remove a card with dagger or daggers in its name from our discard pile, and our rival loses the health. Unless we have other sweeping daggers, it's not going to matter. But this is where we're probably going to get the majority of our kills from. Sniping, powerful, or, you know, some way to get extra damage through a printed ability, just so we can, you know, have a kill card in our deck. Right now, I'm very wary of this deck actually killing anybody, but it is something to build off of. Increased velocity could go pretty good. Issue is, for it to get a lot of damage, you'll need to be like the 5th attack in our card pool, and that's kind of a pipe dream. But yeah, next up, Virtuous Plans. 4 difficulty, 3 check, 2 low block, 5 low for 4. Pizza, keyword, response. After you block with this card, we flip the block attack after it resolves. We needed a 4 diff on keyword, and unfortunately this was with the increased velocity theme, this was the best one. Plus, it has pizza, so we're able to the hungry. I think it's pizza delivery or hungry for it's pizza delivery. We can mill it into our hand after we check it, we can put it into our hand. We don't do any like milling, so if we're checking an attack, we can at least get paid off for it. 2 copies of Pizza Party. I really like this card. The issue is I'm not a big fan of the, like, outside of maybe pizza delivery. The rest of the pizza cards aren't the best. Non-attack. Like, the asset's worthless, unfortunately. And then the other 2 foundations are just incremental speed bumps. And it just doesn't feel good playing them. But we can get paid off as a stun 3, gain 3. Which is pretty nice. It's not even a stun, it's your rival commits X foundations, and then you gain X foundations. You know, oh, and card pool, so it counts itself. I didn't read that. That's okay. I didn't read it all the way. So yeah, so we playing a couple pizza attacks with this is not bad. And then having, you know, we can probably hit that stun 3, gain 3 pretty easily with it. It does have pizza, so it gives the 3 speed from Michelangelo. Issue is, we need to find a way to put damage on these moves where our rival blocks them. Into the assets and actions, we got Cape of No Return, 3/4, 3 high block, enhance remove this attack from the game. We need an attack delete. We need some way to defend. We need to make sure our defense is layered. Defending in this deck shouldn't be an issue. It's finding a kill line is my biggest issue, so it may need some testing. But yeah, like, this is just one layer to the defense. And then another layer is Airy Smiles, 3/5, 2 high block. Response, flip 1 foundation. After you block with this card, your rival must play a non-attack card as their next form or pass. And then enhance remove, add 1 foundation from our stage to the top of our deck. Which kind of combos with extra cheese, so like we can stack it on top of our deck and then check it. And then we could, you know, I don't think that works that way, right? Because it says during an attack. Yeah, it does not work during an attack, unfortunately. But if we know somehow you know, our rival's going to mill us, we could do that. But more often than not, we're just going to stack a 5 to check a 5 and then kill our rival. We'll sort these out by difficulty. We got 6 zero diffs. We got 3 reluctant role model and 3 class membership. I chose these because these were off zone blocks. More often than not, like, zeros are going the way of the dodo right now. There's, you know, I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it does slow the game down some because no one's going to want to play, unless they want to play blank zero diffs, they're going to be playing like these basic -1 damage and or partial block gain 2. As a 7-hander, it's not bad to have a little bit of health gain when you partial block. And then having a little bit of DR helps too. But yeah, like, the zeros are going the way of the dodo, and you probably won't see you won't see decks with like 12 zero diffs in it. Because why would you pack your deck with a bunch of cards that don't do anything? Maybe except for the life symbol, because they get like breaker and death. There's still a couple symbols out there that have like Botan's coaching and Syndicate Target and Cute, the Spirit Beast Poo and stuff like that. There's still a few zero diffs out there, but they are few and far between. 2 copies of Return of the Kings. It's a 1/5, 2 low block. Enhance commit. Your block modifier to block this attack gets -2. That just says that if your rival can't mess with your block mod, outside of some certain circumstances, like Toro 2 and a couple other things. But yeah, like this is basically free speed for a commit, and it's better because it's usually uninteractable. And then we can build, if we block with it, we can spend a momentum to build it. 4 copies of Fearsome Transformations because this deck is very light on card draw, and we really need to be able to dig for attacks if we can. 1/5, 3 high block, flip 1, draw a card. If we have no momentum, discard a card. So it's just card cycling if we don't have momentum. Yep. And then we got 2 copies of Shobijin's Message, 1/5, 4 mid, ally unique, flip. After you play a block, it gains Breaker 2. This allows us just to block and then be like, come on, you're going to have to pay for your next attacks. In the same vein, we got some Wingnuts Warning. It's the same, basically. We got a little bit of a breaker package in the deck. Our first pizza card, Extra Cheese, 1/5, 2 mid block. Response after this card enters your discard pile from your hand or deck. During an attack, build it committed. Enhance flip. This attack gets +1 speed. So the +1 speed really isn't much. It can help you push in an attack if you need to. It kind of combos with Michelangelo then into a latent skill, but that's just like defensive draw, which usually isn't the best. But like it does say that if you use Michelangelo and then lift this, and then you can hold it, and then you're able to cycle your latent skill and then rebuild it committed. But again, if it did have the build it committed tag, I think it actually probably would have been fine. This card is very safe, almost to the point where it's not really worth playing. I wanted more pizza gimmicks in the deck to go with Pizza Party. Wingnuts Warning, in the same vein as Shobijin's Message, gives us Breaker after we block. And it has Breaker 1 itself, which is kind of cool. Catching Ear, 2 copies, 1/5, 2 high block. Enhance flip, changes attack zone to high. We do play Shell Shocked, Airy Smiles. We're able to put Breaker on those cards. It's just a good way to make sure we get our block tricks fired while full blocking. 1 copy of Web of Blades, 2/5, 2 high block, unique weapon. Response before this attack. Block step, you get speed, 2 speed. If it's less than printed, same thing with the damage. If it's less than printed, you get 2 damage. 1 copy of Incompatible Quirks, 2/5, 3 mid. Doesn't ready during the ready step, but we can enhance commit this for -2 speed, or Tenacious remove Foundation to ready it. This just means we get to pass checks infinitely as long as we have Foundations and check wall. Macho Concealment, 2/5, 3 mid block. Response commit after your rival plays an enhance ability on a Foundation, cancel it. The other ability doesn't matter because we're not Team Macho, which is funny because we're ninjas. There's a weird ally sub-theme in this deck too that we could probably play Hunter's Ally and then maybe play the Gecko too, just for some more themage. I wish there was like a pizza attack that did that, right? Like it built in a pizza card, because I think that would be really cool. It'd add a little more of a sub-theme to a little more oomph to the sub-theme of pizza, and maybe that we could have had like a powerful move. I believe there might be, but I think it is a good symbol. It's ally. It's the one that you can. It's the create capture net spiritual successor that is powerful, but it doesn't have pizza on it, which is kind of sad. We've got Rifle Arm, 2 difficulty, 5 check, 3 low block. Enhanced commit. This attack gets +2 or -2 speed. If it's the only attack in its owner's card pool, it gets +3 or -3 instead. This card's great. This card is so good. I'm glad that we're going to have some really good speed hate when rotation comes later this year, or next year, early next year. But this is one of my favorite cards in Standard. The way you could use this on offense and defense if you have ways to ready it. It's just fantastic. It's a fantastic package to your offense and your defense to make sure things hit. We've got 3 copies of Latent Skill, 2/5, 2 high block. Flip, discard 2 cards, then draw 2 cards. Just be careful you're not walking into a Drive Parry and or Macho Concealments, and you're fine. Not a lot of people play Drive Parry, so you don't have to worry about that. It's more along the lines of Macho Concealment. You don't want this to be canceled and you're down 2 cards, and that pretty much means you lose. 1 copy of Moment of Normalcy, because yep. So now into the other 2 cards in the pizza sub theme. Foundation-wise, Pizza Delivery, It's a 2/5, 3 high block response flip. After you check or mill a pizza card, add it to your hand. So it does allow us to get our pizza attacks into our hand another way as card draw. And then Hungry for Pizza, 3 copies, 2/5, 2 mid block. Enhanced flip. This attack gets +2 speed, and if you hit him, you gain. So it gives you a little bit of a health gain, and then gives us a little bit of incremental speed. I would have loved to see an incremental damage one for Pizza. I think that would have been cool. Like an enhanced flip, you get 2 damage. Your rival lose. Maybe you gain 2 more health, or something like that. Just or maybe a 2/2 bonus on the same card. I think that would have been cool. And then a way to get damage in this deck, Scaling Heights, 2/5, 2 low block. Your attack with printed 5 or greater gets +1 damage. If you have 11 or more foundations, you get 1 speed. So this is basically our only damage pump in the deck. Outside of maybe Sweeping Dagger is a powerful move. It's something that I'm going to have to dig into, and if I want to test this deck out, try it. I just think that maybe we need to dump the 5-speed move package and the pizza package and just go with generically good cards. But then again, maybe you're not just loading up on the keywords and you're just playing, you have a couple cards with the keywords. But I really wanted to do a theme. I like to theme around the character a little more, so that's what we're doing it. And then we got 2 copies of Dedicate Your Heart, 3/5, 3 low block. Enhance once per turn, sacrifice a foundation, ready one foundation that has not been readied. And then enhance Deadlock, Deadlock enhance, flip, clear 2 cards from your card pool. So this allows us to ready our our rifle arms, our moment of normalcies, our machos, our incompatible quirks. It just allows us to reuse foundations that are very, very important defensively and helps us pass, we could pass a check or 2. I wish it was like God of Thunder and it said Tenacious, but God of Thunder is kind of broken, so yeah, we get it. So that's the Michelangelo on Air deck, Pizza 5-speed themed. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below. Man, I really wish there was a little more, he wasn't as keyword gated, but I guess we probably could have played Kicks and looked at the Chun-Li package, but I really wanted to go into the pizza theme. So that's all I got for you guys today. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, hit those bells for notifications so you're not missing a video. And until the next one, take care.